again and welcome to Daniela's Kitchen. In today's episode I will show you how to make my own version of lasagna. I already have on my table 350 grams of white plain flour with a half teaspoon of salt, 3 full eggs, half eggshell of water and a tablespoon of olive oil. I'll mix them all, make it into a dough. Then I'll spread it with my rolling pin and I'll make like 4 blankets. We'll see just now. I'm starting with the salt, then the water, the eggs, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I'm gonna do it by hand. After 2 minutes of working it out, I end up with this dough. As you can see, I transfer it on my table. It's easier to work with than in a bowl. Now, I'm going to make 4 portions for my lasagna, 4 little blankets, exactly as my tray. I'm just going to sprinkle some flour. And start pressing it, rotating it in the same time. Until it will become the size I need it to be. I had to change my rolling pin. The other one was not ideal. Believe it or not, this belonged to my mother and my grandmother. So what I do, I roll it a little bit over, and as I press, I work my hands to the edge to make it wider. And it's growing in size. So I will dry them for 20 minutes before I'll boil them only halfway, because then they will go in an oven with the rest of the ingredients for another 25 minutes. I'm preparing the meat. First I'll pour some olive oil in my pan. In goes the onion. I can whip with some more olive oil. Then 500 grams of minced beef. While my meat is cooking with the onions, I'm going to blend 600 grams of cherry tomatoes. As you can see, I'm growing them in my kitchen. They're almost done now. And I'll put them over my meat as a sauce. Tomato puree goes over the meat now for another 10 minutes or so. And I'm adding a tablespoon of cornstarch flour to thicken it. And 1 teaspoon of vegeta. mixed spice. For the bechamel sauce, I need 600 milliliters of milk with 3 eggs. I will whisk them into the milk, bringing them to a boil, and 200 grams of Parmesan cheese and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch flour, and of course some salt. So before it's boiling the milk with the eggs, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of cornstarch flour, and of course the Parmesan cheese, whisking it continually. My bechamel sauce is done. I'll leave it to cool down. I'll be using this aluminum tray, and I measured the bottom of it, so I'm cutting them in squares to fit my tray, and I'll boil them just now. 5 minutes, one at a time, so they doesn't break. Okay, my first pasta is boiled. I put some olive oil on the bottom. Spread it over like that. So the first pasta is in. I'm starting to build the lasagna. First some meat and tomato sauce. Then the bechamel sauce. And so on until I finish it. The bechamel sauce goes in. Make sure you split equally, so you have for all the layers the same amount. The second layer goes in. My boys love this dish. You can make ahead of time your pasta, and then it's quicker, obviously, the whole procedure, but I prefer to do it in the same day, so everything is fresh and better than what you can find in the stores. Always mama's food is the best. The last layer, it's in. And off it goes into the oven to 180 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes. My lasagna, it's ready. It was in a fridge just to cool down a little bit. My dear, check the layers. This is divine. So good.